Welcome back to AM Northwest. He's known all over the world and on social media for his inspirational balloon art quotations. And his new book will help you generate your own quotes as a form of therapy. Here to tell us more, we welcome back the author of The Writings on the Wall, Portland's own Michael James Schneider. Great to see you again.
It's so good to be
gosh.
here, Helen. Thank you for having me.
This is so cool. Let's start out, though, with how you started the whole thing, putting balloons on the wall, but phrases that are motivational and positive.
I mean, I started this years ago, probably 2018 or 2019. I always had a perspective of mocking social media tropes, and you see these balloons everywhere online. And I also love quote art. I love, Jenny Holzer, Barbara Kruger, artists that you see in museums right now.
Yeah.
And they use quote art and typography to communicate a message to people. And I was always inspired by them too. So the balloons were always inevitable. They were always going to be on my horizon.
But now you've made this a way that we can do it. It's an interactive book. So
In
explain how it works.
fact, I actually brought this for you.
Okay.
And I put your name in the front in balloons.
This belongs to Helen.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. So it's taking stickers. Right, that you've included
and I have
in the book.
stickers in there. Yeah, there's a few stickers in there. I gave them a long laundry list of words that I use a lot in my messages.
Yeah.
There's a couple in there that I don't remember submitting. I think there's like rage and anger in there too, but I mean, it's 2025, so we can do that too.
We can do that one too.
We can deal
Let's
with
take a look at some pictures and I'll have you tell me about
them.
them.
Thank you.
So
I would
we
love
can
to.
take a look at, so here we go. Stay away from people who act like a victim in a problem they created.
I loved this one. This is actually at the side of Rerun Vintage, right near Irving Park there. I have a sort of a catalog of walls in my head that I do these, and I was just so thrilled at how this turned out. I was just delighted.
How do you set that up? You find a place and then you talk to whoever maybe owns it, or
Usually, Rerun had sort of eclectic hours at that location, and so I did a few while they happened to be closed.
Yeah.
And then I ran into them one day when they were open, and it turned out that they were familiar with my work and that they were thrilled to host me there. So that was really, really kind of them to use it. So about half of them that I do are with permission.
Yeah.
And about half I just sort of like sneak in there and ask for forgiveness and not permission.
And sometimes you run out of balloon letters, and so you kind of do like
Photoshop them a little bit. Yeah, if I don't have enough of one color in a message, I'll just use an adjacent color and then Photoshop it afterwards. These balloons aren't great for the environment, so I try and reuse them after every shoot. My studio is full of them, and then when I travel to other cities, I take a supply there with me, inflate them, and then keep them there in storage until the next time I visit that city.
Oh, that's great. Okay, Yvette Nicole Brown, who I follow, I love her, an actress. She was in Community, but she's a wonderful person, and online, she's quite the activist. You two did work together.
We did. I spent a month in LA in July reconnecting with old friends and also connecting with new friends. I am in a lot of these installations myself, and so it's always really nice to take a break from being in front of the camera and include other people in it. So she had a really spicy quote about the times we're living in.
Yeah.
We did it together at Intelligentsia Coffee on Sunset, a very, very public location, and we were just swarmed with people there. I did shoots in Los Angeles with a lot of people, Harvey Guillen, David Dasmalchian, Busy Phillips. It was just so fun to include all of these iconic people who I've admired for so long in my installations.
You know, I remember a time when we talked about how you had gone through a depression, like a pretty sad place. And this kind of doing this kind of brought you out of it. And then during quarantine, you really just boomed.
Yeah.
Like everybody was going to your quotes to kind of be inspired.
Yeah, and the funny thing is I'm just as inspired by them. About 70 or 80% of them are curated.
Yeah.
And about 20 or 30% are my own original quotes.
I want to go, let's go back to that one, because you still haven't met all the people who are going to love you.
I love how that one turned out. That one is actually installed at Powell's right now.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, because you're going to be there. I think you're going to be there Saturday.
How's that for a segue?
Yeah, there we go.
But that is on one of the stairwells at Powell's. I'm going to be there on Saturday at 3 p.m. signing my new book,
Yeah.
and just meeting people. I think that's my happy place. I used to be such an introvert and so sort of like interior and inside myself.
Right.
And both my former retail management career and my current artistic career, doing these in public places, doing these in along hiking trails and in walls that are in populated parts of the city and in parks with my flower petals.
Yeah.
That's really brought me outside myself and made me more of a outgoing, extroverted person. So
because people come to your installations to watch the whole process. You mentioned flowers, that you have flower art that you include too in the book, like this one. Tell me about this one.
I love that one. If being hard on yourself worked, it would have worked by now. And a lot of my quotes are, they're spicier too.
Yeah.
I am definitely a politically outspoken artist too, but a lot of them do center on mental health. And any of these quotes that I see, I usually have to hear them too. I usually discover these quotes at a time where I need to hear them. I don't always follow my own advice,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Who does?
I
Yeah, who does?
do
Yeah.
need to hear these quotes too.
Okay, let's take a look at another one because I just love your work. Let's see if we got. Tell me, can you read this
that
one?
was so fun. Healing also means taking responsibility for the role you play in your own suffering.
Oh.
This is a hard to swallow pill, and
Yeah.
I do.
It's a very good point, though.
This series in Forest Park, where I take these signs that are made by a company called Spellbright. They're just made for storefronts. They're made for open or close. They click together.
Okay.
They're different letters, and then so I click together these LED letters and hang them up in the forest temporarily, only for a couple hours, as long as it takes us to get the shot, and then take them down. And so this one was technically challenging, but I really, really love how it turned out. I was really thrilled at that one. So if anyone's ever hiking in Forest Park and they see a red glow
They'll
deep
know
in
what
the
you're
forest,
doing.
yeah, come and say hi. It'll be me.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Have you had people come to you and say, "Oh, look at this one"? A lot more people need to be saying, "I don't know enough about that to have a strong opinion on that subject."
That's a very 2025 installation.
Yeah, we so need that. I need to pay attention to that too.
In this era of misinformation,
Right.
too.
Everybody thinks they know the whole breadth of a
I
conversation.
did my own research.
Yeah, there you go.
Did you? Did
Yeah,
you really?
but people must have been, and I think are, impacted by your work. And do people come up and say, "You really touched me with this or that quote"?
That is not why I do it, but it is deeply moving when that happens.
Yeah.
I am so thankful and so grateful that my art has gotten out there and that it touches so many people.
Yeah.
It moves me just talking about it. I'm really lucky. I'm having the time of my life too, and so that's helpful too. But it just means so much because I know how that feels. I have gone through really hard times too.
Yeah.
And I know that there are turns of phrases that I read that did illuminate things for me.
Yeah.
So I love living through other people's joy.
I love it. I love it. Well, you are at Powell's on Saturday. We're going to tell everyone it's at 3
It's
o'clock
at,
on
3 p.m.
Saturday.
Yep.
On the West Burnside Powell's, which is incredible to have your name on the marquee there.
I
That's
can't wait.
like the
I can't
best.
wait.
So we'll put all that information on our website at
Thank you so
k2.com.
much.
All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away. The writing's on the wall. Yeah.